Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bad Moms in Business.
I'm Bridgette Robertson.
I'm Amanda Sharp.
I'm Danielle Monahan.
And today we are going to be talking about our mamas and ourselves as moms because
for sure.
It's Mother's Day in a couple days.
Yep.
Yeah.
But before we dive into our love for motherhood and our mamas, what do you want to talk about? How you guys doing? What's up?
I'm good.
Bridgette. Panic. I don't know. This is a trick question, Amanda.
How am I?
Where am I at? I have to say, I really enjoy Danielle's cute curls.
Yes.
Oh, thanks. My hair looks really fluffy, but it's fine.
So is that your natural curl?
If you want to see hair like out a mile from my face, that's my natural.
What did you use to get those? Because that's kind of what I was looking for when I was trying to explain crimping. That's kind of what I was talking about.
Sure it was.
This is a 3-barrel curling iron.
Maybe I need that.
Mhm.
What do you do? Just work at the top and work your way down?
Yep.
Oh.
Thin as my hair is, I could have it like three spots. 1, 2, 3.
And they come in different sizes and stuff too. So this is a newer one. I had one years ago and then I got rid of it because it broke. And so anyways, it took me a couple of years to get a new one, but I think I got the smaller one. I think I probably should have gotten the bigger barrel one.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Got to play around with it.
So how does it work? Like for longer hair, you would get the bigger one?
You probably could. I think it depends on what size wave you want. So I feel like this, and if people are just listening to this, they have no idea, but head over
We're like
to
this
Facebook
big or this big.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Head over to our Facebook, our Instagram, our YouTube, and you'll get the full look. But yeah, I think this is just a little bit more like shallow than I wanted. I think I wanted a bit like wavier as opposed to like
what I want.
Crimpier.
Almost.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so for my length, can I use one yet?
Hmm.
Probably not.
Bridgette,
You probably could.
Do you think though her hair is so thick?
It is, but I think it would
be
look
like
good.
this. Like you end up being like a triangle.
Guys, I love big hair. I'm a big hair fan.
I've never
And I
seen
feel
you with
like
big hair.
Yeah, I know, because it's not good on me, but I love like big voluminous hair. That's like, I love it so much. I just struggle with getting that on my own without having my natural hair, which nobody wants to see my natural hair. Trust me.
Give us an example of someone's big hair that if you could have, you would have.
I can only think of like people on YouTube and stuff. I can't think of anybody famous, not off the top of my head.
So do me a favor, please post in our VIP group a
do that.
picture of the big hair because I really need a visual of how big Danielle's aiming for.
Yeah.
Do that.
I am my hair, so I'll take it out. Listeners,
let it down, Bridgette. Let it down.
Listeners, you're so welcome for this riveting entertainment you're getting right now. So I'm growing out a pixie cut.
Women talk about.
And I am about shoulder length.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem. The top half is much, much shorter than the bottom half. And now the bottom half is doing that weird, like
Flip
Mrs.
out.
Brady flip.
Carol Brady.
Carol Brady, that's her name. And so I don't feel like I can really wear it down right now because it just looks crazy.
So here's what it looks like to me. To me, it looks like you just have layers cut in your hair. Like you have a cute little bob with some layers cut in it. That's what it looks like.
Oh,
it has Rachel hair from Friends. Like it's getting to that like
Right.
folding. A little bit longer and you've got yourself some Rachel hair.
Hair goals is Rachel's hair. I've always loved her hair.
It's so funny you say that because I feel like the 90s are back in full force.
Full swing.
Yep. I accept it.
But if you would have told me even 2 years ago that like the Rachel would be back in style, if 2 years ago, if I would have looked at that haircut and gone, oh my gosh, how was that ever the style that people aspired to? And now if I pull up that picture, I'm like, girl, I'm
Work
it.
Well, think. I mean, 1990 was 31 years ago.
Stop.
Oh, that
That
hurt.
hurt.
I just want to state the facts.
Ouch.
So, I mean,
Listen,
it's time
30
for
years
those
ago-
things to come back in style.
30 years ago was totally the 1970s. I'm still that person.
Yeah, right. Right.
So messed up.
It doesn't matter that I'll be 36 this year, and I was not born in the 70s. The
No.
70s were 30 years ago.
It's simple math. Of course, it was the 70s. I mean, we're almost a quarter. 20. We're almost 25 years into 2000s. Like, what?
That's kind of insane.
If you think that makes us feel old, how do you think our parents feel listening to us?
You know what? It makes me kind of smile is we were born in 2 decades, right? Like we've lived really significantly in both decades, but like Owen and all of our kiddos are early 2000s. So they're going to be what like our grandparents or the older generation was to us, like when they were born in the early 1900s, and how just kind of neat that was. They're
That's
them.
an interesting take.
That's
yeah.
really weird to think about.
Yeah.
Mhm. When we're long gone.
Oh, that's sad.
Sorry, I don't mean to make you sad. Let's talk about something happy, our moms.
Okay. Mom life.
Bridgette, do you want to go like round robin like we normally do? You start with because you're the B.
Yeah. What do you want me to say?
Oh, well, I guess you can start us off either with like any messages you wanted to share about your mom, or you can start with you. If you want to talk about you first, that's totally fine too.
Let's talk about me. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, I do think I've been reflecting on my mom over the week, knowing that we were going to be talking about this.
Mhm.
And I have to say that I think my mom is just a very strong and very what's the word I'm looking for? Resilient.
Ooh, great word.
Good word.
Person, woman, mom. When we were young, she had the very difficult job of having 3 children and being like basically the only one that worked and keeping the lights on and keeping us fed and keeping us clothed and keeping us entertained and happy. And I can't imagine having to do that in my life with just 2 kids by myself.
Mm-hmm.
She did not have a great partner in that. And so I'm just so thankful that at least I grew up well-adjusted. My brother and sister, another story. Just kidding.
Sibling rivalry, huh?
Amanda.
Right. And all she's probably going to say is, and to prove that, I did a podcast episode featuring my mother and they didn't.
That's it. Yeah.
Right.
That's it. No, I'm just thankful for the example of a strong woman who didn't have a lot of choices other than to work full time and take care of 3 kids and do it all. And I just am thankful for her and for her willingness to do that. I know it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a wonderful, wonderful child, but I think the other 2 probably made it so hard for her.
I'm just going to drink.
Yeah, I totally believe you. 100%.
We're letting everyone just judge you right now, Bridgette.
Fine.
Just your brother and your sister. Well, I have to throw in, and your mom is our number 1 supporter.
She is.
She is.
That's amazing. And it means a lot to us.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
Yeah. And I'll say growing up, we struggled with, or I shouldn't say we. I never knew we struggled, but she definitely did. Or I guess I somewhat knew. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I am so happy to see her today, like having the things that she deserves and being able to just live her life in a way that makes her happy because she deserves all of it. So that's it.
That's sweet. That's
I know. Thanks. Say that again.
that is so sweet, Bridgette. You really love your mom more than your siblings. I mean, I'm totally joking about that part, but I don't know if she was.
Yeah. Not sure. Just not sure.
Not sure. Oh my goodness. Well, I think we all know how much I love my mama.
Mhm.
I just absolutely. And I don't think like there's enough that I can do in this world to like honor how much I love my mom and how much I appreciate her. With that being said, she does not smother me at all. Like you would think like we're like inseparable, and that's anything but the truth. Like we try to talk to each other at least once a week. And that's it.
Mhm.
And when we do, it's like 3 hours. A TikTok video about that and an Instagram reel. But it's something that she was very good at raising us to, like, hey, when you're in our house, you're going to follow our rules, which were, I mean, not even big rules whatsoever. It was just like, be nice and don't do anything stupid, which I didn't do because I'm a prude.
Because you're
boring.
Amanda.
I'm Amanda. I'm boring. So it was just really enjoyable. And, you know, I couldn't wait to like move out and just do my own thing. And she allowed me that space to do that. She never once prevented it. And she let me kind of make my own mistakes, which was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And she was there to help me work through any errors or anything that I created, you know, as far as a mess for myself. She just is a good listening ear. So I love my mom very, very, very much. And I know I say it all the time, but everything I am is because of her and the Lord, but because of her. The Lord gave me her as a mama.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I just love her so much. Danielle, I know you love your mama.
I do. So my mom is my best friend. 100%. I love her so much. We do not talk once a week. Well, I'm currently living in her house. So let's like get that out of the way. Right. I'm living in her house, like on the other side of this wall. But even before then, we talk 3-4 times a day. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. My mom is I'm gonna mirror a little bit of what Bridgette said on this. My mom is a very strong, very resilient person. My mom basically raised me by herself. Her and my dad split very early on in my life. And so she has been both parents. Like, we don't need to get into Danielle's daddy issues, but we got them here. So
join
my mom,
the club, sister.
Listen to episodes 1 through 29 if you want any of those updates.
Yeah, every episode we're like, and our dad sucked.
I know, totally seriously, teasing. It's so.
I'm totally teasing.
My mom and my dad, and she had to be the disciplinarian, and she had to be the friend, and she had to, you know, help me along the way. And she really has done that. I had the best grandma in the world, which was her mom. Oh my gosh, I miss her so much. I love her so much. She passed away last year, and whenever we talk to Watson, we always say, you know, oh, you know, he knows the picture on my mom's phone of that's Grandma Kay. That's my mom's mom. And we always say, you know, I tell him like, oh, I had the best grandma and now you have the best grandma. And it's like, it means so much to me. And she is the perfect blend. My mom is the perfect blend of both of her parents. My grandpa, rest his soul, he was a spunky, feisty old man. And my mom has so much of his like outlandish personality mixed with the comfort and like quietness that my grandma had. Oh gosh, she just has like the best qualities in both of them. I love my mom so much. And I don't know, honestly, I have no idea where I'm going to get emotional. I have no idea where I would be without her. I just love her so much. She is completely selfless. She will do anything for anyone until it runs her into the ground. That's just who she is.
You know, I was thinking about your grandma the other day, her funeral, because when did she pass away?
She passed away in March of last year,
which was like right before we were shut down.
It was, I think she passed away on the 3rd I may
And,
have
like,
that wrong, but it was like
on the
right before shutdown.
13th was like when we had noticed that like, hey, by like Monday or Tuesday, you were closed. So I
Yep.
think about that all the time, that like we were able to kind of have that moment with you and support you during that time, but like
Yes.
a hair.
It was, I have
Yeah.
goosebumps even just thinking about it. Like,
Mhm.
I know that, well, I mean, my entire family, we have grieved the loss of my grandma probably the hardest. My grandpa passed away 1 year prior to that, just shy of 1 year prior to that. But my grandma's loss was like so felt within our family because she was literally like the glue that held us all together. But at the same time, we are so thankful that it happened when it did, because she was in a nursing home. She had very severe Alzheimer's that had been progressing for the last like 10 years of her life. And so being able to like visit her in the home and things like that and be there when she passed away. And I couldn't imagine what people have gone through
Mhm.
not being able to do things like that because of COVID.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But what a sweet way to honor your grandparents too during this
Mhm.
recording, because that's sweet. I did not Owen, when Owen was born, he had a lot of his grandparents, but you know, just as you get older, that goes away and
Yep.
things are just different. I don't think people see their grandparents the way that people used to see their grandparents. You
I
know, to
believe
some
that.
degree, it's just different because people move away. You know,
Mhm.
we're much more nomadic than maybe what we would have been in 1970s. You know, 30 years ago.
I'm telling you, it sounds like it's 30 years ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
it's interesting because especially like if you're across the country, of course you're not going to necessarily see grandparents or aunt and uncles very much.
sure.
So it's nice when you have those stories to share. And I love that you say now you have the best grandma to watch.
I know he really does. Like, he has no idea how lucky he is. He has the best grandma.
He'll
That's
know one
awesome.
day. He'll realize one day.
He's obsessed with her. So I think we're already there.
I love it. I love it. So, Bridgette, let me ask you, what kind of Mother's Day traditions do you do in your home for you guys?
So for us, we typically go flower shopping on Mother's Day.
Oh, cute.
Oh, cute.
Yes, because we don't go crazy with flowers at our house or anything, but a couple hanging baskets, a couple annuals, that kind of thing. So we typically shop for flower. Well, we go to church and then we shop for flowers. Typically, we do whatever I want for lunch or dinner. Chris is
Give us some
cook.
examples. I feel like I need some examples.
Good point,
I'm going
good
to take
point.
notes.
Okay, so last year, this is so gross. Last year,
You're like, this is so cute. And you're like, no, this is so gross.
no, it's gross. Last year, we were in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh,
That's right.
If you
That's
remember
right.
correctly.
mhm.
We still, I think, were able to go get our flowers. I don't know if it was on Mother's Day.
I think
But-
things were opening back up probably at that point.
Yeah, so we went and got our flowers, whatever.
Okay.
And you couldn't go to a restaurant or anything.
Nope.
And Chris is a
No.
phenomenal cook, but like we've been cooking for this whole time. So I'm
Right.
like, let's go out.
From scratch.
Right.
You want bread? Where's the flour? Like
Right.
from scratch. Yes. Yes.
Right.
Those were hard
So
times.
last year I was like, and I was, I've gained weight in the pandemic. I don't know if you guys know that.
Same.
Haven't
15,
we all?
20 pounds. It's fine. It's not fine, but I was still a year ago really holding on to like, I've lost this weight and I'm not going to gain it back. And then Mother's Day happened. And it really just opened the floodgates. So I was like, what I would like to do is go to Chick-fil-A and then I would like to go to Krispy Kreme and get donuts.
That's not gross.
That's not
That's
gross.
a good combination.
I haven't had a good Krispy Kreme donut in years.
Well, and the funny, not
Interesting.
funny. Yeah, funny. Because the only place you could go was a drive-through. You couldn't go in and sit anywhere. The lines to all of these places were outrageous. And so when we stopped at Krispy Kreme, the line, because we went to the one, if you're in Michigan, you know which one I'm talking about. Allen Park on Southfield Freeway.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Or on Southfield before you get to the freeway.
Oh my god.
The line was down Southfield Road, like blocking traffic.
Oh no.
And you better believe
Worth it.
Yeah, we sat in that line. We sure did. And there was a guy who there's houses right there. And there was a gentleman who had a big sign on his tree calling anybody who was sitting in that line a fat pig.
What?
It was like, you're blocking driveways for fried dough, you fat, like whatever. It was like,
Now,
but
I'm not saying that the sign was appropriate, but I can only imagine that would have been somewhat annoying.
For sure.
Well, then move.
But let's not call. You should have went up to his door and gave him a business card.
I should have. He was very angry. And he actually pulled in while we were in line in his Mustang, just like screaming at people because they were blocking his driveway. It was, I mean, I get it. It would be totally the worst.
You know what? It was during a pandemic and that was bringing people joy. Shut your face.
Right. But anyway,
Yikes.
I mean, that was just our 2020 Mother's Day. But typically we shop for flowers. We go to lunch or dinner. That's it. It's just kind of
cute.
Yeah.
I
like
love that we've did this podcasting during a really weird year that we're like sharing all these stories so we can remember our life in the pandemic. This is like our diary series.
It's true.
This is fun. What Mother's Day was like in 2020 for me, like back in like 2070, you know.
I went to Chick-fil-A.
Back in 2020, I had some guy call me a fatso for wanting a Krispy Kreme donut on Mother's Day.
I mean, to be fair, he wasn't just talking to me, but I felt it.
Well, who wouldn't? Words matter.
Words matter.
Maybe somebody should have offered him a donut. Maybe it would have made him in a better mood.
Right? What about you, Amanda?
So I know I've shared with you ladies before, we do not really do anything in our house. I think it's a Hallmark holiday. It's really, 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 really silly. No offense to anyone who loves it. I want to add that. I think it's so silly. But for me, because I know I've shared with you before, Owen's birthday is like the day that I always feel like, oh, like that's my day as a mom. Like I don't celebrate it. Like it's just inside my heart. Like that's the day that really I became a mom, not, whatever day in May it ends up being. So I will say when Owen was in school, because he's not in school, because, it's a pandemic. But back, even now, like it's not like he's making crafts in 8th grade. But back in the day, like when he was little, I always did enjoy the little crafts that came home for like Mother's Day. Like that was super sweet.
Oh, I can't wait.
All of them.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jace made me, or Aaron made me earrings one year, and they were actually like real cute earrings, and I wore them kind of often.
Cute. I love that. See,
that's impressive.
And so I will tell if there's any teachers listening, or if you know of any teachers, if you wanted to share this with them, because you hear all of us going, we love that kind of stuff. We know that makes extra work for them, but we do, even from the mom who doesn't really do Mother's Day, I appreciate those gifts. Super
cute.
much. So it's appreciated. One of my favorite, there was a little pot and he did a hand stake. So like each little finger is a different color and there's like little stakes that, so you can plant like little flowers and so cute.
Can I interrupt your story? Because Chris did that with the boys one year for me. He got a pot and he made flowers out of their hands and like stuck them in the pot.
Isn't that so sweet? That's basically kind of what it was. And handprints are a direct reflection of how much they've grown.
And
makes
my heart hurt.
See, like how small his hand was. There's an ornament that his first grade teacher did with him, and it's his little handprint on an ornament.
Yeah,
and it could fit. Like now his hand could like grasp a whole
circle it twice.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's bigger than mine now. And so those are like the sweet things. I know, Danielle, your time is coming. Little Watson hand ornaments are coming your way.
Yeah.
I seriously can't wait. So about the handprints really quick. So when I was pregnant, I had an app that would tell me how many weeks I was and what size fruit he was and like all of that stuff. But the app that I had showed how big his handprint would be and how big his footprint would be. And I remember when it was just like a little speck. He has such big hands. His feet are enormous. I can't even handle it. Oh my gosh.
It doesn't get any easier. So from the only one of us who's only experienced Mother's Day in pandemics.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had a mini one.
Yeah, I had one prior, but he was not even a month old.
He was a fresh baby, a fresh little babe.
So it's, I don't know what traditions we have because we haven't created any yet, but we always used to go to my grandparents. That was like our thing, is we would always go over my mom's parents' house and we would do something there. So that's what we did in 2019. Last year, we just hung out at home. Brandon gave me a little necklace that was, it was like from both of them. And it was, oh my gosh, it was so sweet. And then I think we did like puzzles and we probably ordered food, something like that. I don't even really remember last year's very well. I remember doing a puzzle. But so I'm excited to kind of pick from ideas that I'm learning.
Compiling your preferred Mother's Day traditions. Like you might get to do that this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. And like growing up, I feel like we didn't really do anything outside of going over to my grandparents. And yeah, I really think that that's it. Doing like a little barbecue-y kind of cookout thing, potluck thing at my grandparents. So maybe we can start passing on that tradition and start doing that here.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Do you have any idea, like if you could create your perfect Mother's Day this year, what would it look like?
I just want to hang out with my boys.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't put the itinerary together yet in her notes yet, Bridgette. Give her another day or two.
Right.
You know me way too well. That's ridiculous.
9 a.m. I want to come downstairs or roll out of the bed into the living room.
Right. No joke. Yes. Let's see. I'm trying to think of, I think we should be, we won't have keys yet to the new place. Oh, I can't wait. Oh my gosh.
An awesome Mother's Day present.
I want pancakes,
Ooh.
chocolate chip pancakes. Ooh. If I can be very specific, I want chocolate chip pancakes. And I kind of want to do the flower thing now. I think that's so fun.
I love it so much. And I love little knick-knacky things from the front of my house, like a glow thing, or like
this is where we differ.
Listen, my neighbor and I, Lisa, I don't know if you're listening. I love you. We every year we're like, oh, I found this for you. And like, we're just passing ridiculous solar lights back and forth.
Oh my gosh.
Like last year I bought these little gnomes. And their hats are different colors and the hats glow.
Oh my God.
Like, it's just the joy of my life is this kind of nonsense.
Yard art. Oh my gosh. Bridgette is going to at some point be that older woman.
1,000%.
And they're like, ride your bike real quick past that house.
Don't even look. She'll come out and talk to you about every single thing.
Solar lights will blind you. Like you'll be the urban legend of your neighborhood.
Yeah. And truly, it's not like tacky at all.
It's not.
I have like these little butterflies that glow at night and they've got jewels on them. They're just so cute. Anyway, so when we go shopping for flowers, without fail, I'm always like, oh, I also need this lawn ornament.
Oh my gosh, that's so ridiculous. We could not be more opposite in that regard.
I know. Last year I got this big, I'll send you guys a picture. I got this big metal flower that spins in the wind and it's purple.
Of course.
It's just the joy of my life. Not my children, not my husband, my lawn.
This lawn ornament, this one specific lawn ornament. So I hope I'm not going to offend anybody, and I hope nobody knows the two houses.
We're going to get our first hate mail.
I know. There are two houses when you said you enjoy like the little knick-knack things outside the, what do we call them? Lawn art. Mm-hmm. There are two houses that immediately came to my mind. So there is one house. I'm blanking on where it's at right now, but it's probably best that I don't give descriptions anyway.
Yes. Don't be specific to location.
They keep bowling balls in their front yard. Lots of them.
Are you talking about, I'm not going to say the road it's on,
okay,
but we're going to call it a cross street and like a freeway kind of in the country. Okay. Yep. Know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
I feel like I love it.
No, it's too far away from her.
from my working
Yes.
ladies of working. They know me so well.
And then there's another house out
Oh,
here
no.
that is, so when I like drive over the Pay Bridge where I live and you go down one of the main streets, there is a house that is all decked out. I mean, from tip to bottom, every square inch. She doesn't even have grass. I'm calling her a she. I have no idea who lives there, but there's not even grass anymore.
Are we talking about, here we go again. Are we talking about the house? It's in a subdivision of ranch homes behind a elementary school in the Downriver area. Yes. Okay.
I can't.
I love that you know exactly where they were.
Clearly, I'm not a competitor of theirs in our markets.
My friend, one of my lifelong friends, her mother lives in that neighborhood.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in that house. I was like, oh my gosh, I apologize.
That's her mom's house.
This.
No. Yeah. No,
That's
in fact,
funny.
we went there. We met at her mom's house for like a concert or something because that was just the most local place to park our cars. And she was like, listen, before we go around the block.
So true. It's so worth looking at.
But like when people love their stuff, they love their stuff. I mean, we've been in houses that people have crazy collections of teddy bears or knickknacks or
clowns. You guys, there was a house with clown dolls.
That's creepy.
There's too many houses with clown dolls.
I don't know that I've ever. Maybe I haven't ever paid attention.
And we're not saying it's bad or good. It's just interesting, right? Yeah. And it's very, very, very interesting sometimes what we see.
Yes. Oh, we see a lot.
I have to say one of my favorite houses, and I know this is about Mother's Day, but the seller ended up being at home when we looked at the house. And as we know, sometimes when sellers are there, our buyers don't really get to look real good. They don't really ask the proper questions because they don't want to offend anyone. This seller gave us the tour of a lifetime. He was like an artiste and he made things out of anything. And his house was like a museum of his art. It was it was so fun. We were there for an hour and I could have stayed for another 2.
Oh my God.
Because of his collection of stuff. So sometimes you find different stuff. Sometimes you just find it enchanting. And you're like, I think I'm just going to stay here.
I dig it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So Danielle, what kind of food do you want for your Mother's Day?
Yeah. Well, chocolate chip pancakes.
Chocolate chip pancakes.
And then
usually
I'm texting Brandon as we speak.
Yes, set them up for success. This is like her most memorable Mother's Day.
I usually go for the Benihana route because Benihana is our favorite place. And so birthdays,
still
anniversaries, you name it, we're just like Benihana. But I don't know. We did just have Fuji yesterday, which is so good.
What's Fuji?
It's a Japanese hibachi steakhouse in Monroe.
What?
Oh,
in Monroe.
Where?
By Big Lot.
Oh, is it the old ranch building? Do you remember the ranch?
I do. Oh my gosh. We probably put ranch out of business. And then it was Ponderosa before it was ranch.
Mm-hmm.
And in Monroe?
On Telegraph. It was a
it is where the China Express or
the China buffet.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not in that same place.
Okay.
That is another Chinese food place. I think it's called Rice or something now. It's something really I was like, is that the name of it? I'm confused. But yeah, it's behind that in the old plaza.
But Big Lots.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And it's good?
So good.
Is it weird?
Their sushi
is it weird that because it's in a strip mall, I'm thinking, meh.
It took me a minute to come to terms with it, but seriously, look it up. It has phenomenal reviews. Their sushi is killer. It's so good. If you're into sushi, you can get other hibachi things as well, but their chicken fried rice literally rivals Benihana, in my opinion.
Oh,
it's not exact.
I tell Chris about this. I cannot wait. We got into an argument yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Happy Mother's Day.
Not a real argument. I was sitting at the kitchen table. He always wants to be talked about on the podcast. Well, here you go.
See? This is it.
This fool says to me, I'm working at my computer. And he says, what do you want to do for dinner? And I was like, honestly, I don't know. Because, oh, wow. My hair took a real turn there for a second.
I like it.
It was really like the moment it happened was when you were like, this fool. You got real like animated.
Voluminous. I dig it.
Okay. So he's like, what do you want for dinner? And in my head, I was like, I really just want to DoorDash something because nothing sounds good. I'm lazy. I had a long day. It was Sunday. I had a long day. Like I just, whatever. He goes, do you want me to make fried rice? And I was like, no, because it's not going to be good. Like Chris is a great cook. I've already said it. I'm giving him full credit here.
Hey, all right. Okay.
But don't tell me that you're going to pull some chicken out of the freezer and throw some soy sauce in some rice and call it fried rice.
Yep. Not the same.
Because it's not.
There's a seasoned packet for it. I have like 4 right in my cabinet.
But I'm
the secret sauce is in the garlic butter.
Thank you very much. And I'm sorry, but you're not going to replicate it. It's going to be disappointing. And I don't want to eat that slop for dinner. What we ended up eating was boxed macaroni.
I only cook slop. So what did you end up eating?
Boxed macaroni and cheese because we couldn't come to terms.
Okay, can I say something here?
Bridgette Robertson.
I have
go ahead, Danielle.
I have very strong feelings about this. And I know some people are going to hate me, you too, maybe included, but you guys know that I don't like cheese, right?
Right.
The only kind of mac and cheese that I like is the boxed kind.
Yeah.
It's not really like, it's like chemical cheese. It's not like it's chemical powder.
It's so good.
I will eat a homemade mac and cheese all day. But if you're going to tell me that I have to choose between Kraft and Velveeta, you better get that Velveeta out of my face. I don't want garbage.
Oh, you get me.
Amanda?
They give me migraines though.
Listen.
What?
Yep, it gives me migraines. Anything
Velveeta
that's like
Kraft.
It's because it's so not real food.
Anything with nitrates tend to give me migraine flare-ups.
Please write in your notes, Danielle, that we need to have another bracket with food, slop food.
Slop food.
Like Velveeta shell macaroni and cheese or Kraft box macaroni and cheese.
Sorry, you're losing that one, Amanda.
Just for an example, like, Doritos or Cheetos, like that.
Oh, so like crappy processed food.
Absolutely.
Bracket.
Stuff we've all grown to love. The stuff we ate in the early 90s.
Yeah. Or
last night. That's in the 90s.
Or yesterday, because Bridgette was really snotty about the fried rice.
It was such a brat. Honestly, I don't know why he puts up with me.
You ended on a nicer note.
That's it.
I have to say, I typically do get like Taco Bell for like any kind of like for my birthday or for like Mother's Day. I do usually get Taco Bell. And if Marcus knows I had a really bad day or something, he'll bring home Taco Bell too.
So do I need to text Brandon and Marcus about Mother's Day?
He just knows.
Oh, that's great.
Or sushi. Like I'm content with either one.
You guys need to take my husband out with you next time you go because he absolutely loves sushi and he will get he will experiment. He's not even like I have my go-tos. He's like, I've never tried this before. I'm going to try this.
Don't do that.
I think I'll try it. He loves it. And I have tried so hard to love it. And I just can't do it. And the last couple times
to love him, I was like, Bridgette, stop.
No. Sushi. Sushi. And even the last time I had it, the last 2 times I had it, I just got vegetables in it because I thought maybe this will be okay. I got so sick. I think it's the seaweed. I think I can't have the seaweed. I love it. Like that's I hate that I can't have it because I really like the seaweed part of it, but it makes me sick every time.
That's a bummer.
I can make pretty good sushi. Just side note.
Who can what?
I can. And I really kind of make the California rolls. I want to be very clear.
Okay.
But I'm very good at rolling it up and I can make very good egg rolls too. It's very weird.
Interesting.
I cook slop, but I can make egg rolls. Like it just doesn't make sense.
I will come over for an egg roll.
Same.
What?
I would come over for an egg roll and Chris can have the sushi.
Well, there you go. We should go to
Done.
one of our first outings when we can go back into the real world. We should go to a hibachi grill and we can record it. And you know, when they're doing the onion thing, they're flipping things in your mouth and we can all try and catch it and we can that would just be amazing.
So we didn't do this yesterday when we went to Fuji, but that's totally the place that we should go to. But they have sake in a little squirt bottle thing, and they'll just from back here, they'll squirt it directly into your mouth. And it's running all down your shirt and stuff.
We'll do.
That's fun. Okay, let's do that. We'll go there.
Done.
That would be fun. Maybe we could do that sooner than later.
Yeah, this
They're open.
took a real departure.
What were we even talking about? I don't know.
It started with lawn ornaments. It started with lawn ornaments, and we've ended with sushi.
I mean, I see no problem here.
Bridgette, yard art.
Yard art. That's it.
I'll take you guys on a tour of my yard art.
You know,
I would like to see this video.
I would. I love your American flag pole in your yard. So that's a wonderful addition of yard art in your front yard, Bridgette.
So listen, that pole sits in a bed of rocks, and then I want to take credit for it, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. There's 4 little flower pots that just live there, and then I just throw whatever flower I'm going to use that year in those pots.
Cute.
But currently, there's also a solar flamingo, a solar snail, and a solar.
It's okay.
What's the
whatever lights up Old Glory at night?
Owl. But they're
these things
big.
They're
just tiny. They're just little baby lights.
So your entire yard just glows at night.
I wish.
The whole thing.
The neighbors can't sleep. It's like on Christmas vacation when
on
the lights.
The best part is last year, Lisa had gotten me so much stuff. I shouldn't say so much, but we were trading stuff on and off. And then every time we put something new in one of our yards, we were like, okay, at 9:00, we'll meet in front of the house because we needed to see what it looked like.
Oh, man.
It's the best.
I'm just
it's the best. We have, the boxes, the electrical boxes, the big green things. Well, ours sits directly in between both of our yards. It's on both sides, and we hate it. It's ugly. So we bought some grass that grows and covers it, and then we put solar lights in there.
I miss having neighbors that we're friends with.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I'm the bestest friends with some of my neighbors. I just feel so fortunate. We're so excited because today is going to be a nice day, and we already have planned to just sit in a driveway and watch the kids play while we chat. I just can't wait.
Oh, that makes me miss our old neighborhood, and I hope we find that in our new place.
You will.
So.
That's
Happy Mother's Day.
Listen, it's fine.
Listen.
Isn't that what this is all about? It's we start off with a really great topic, and then it's just
conversation
of its own.
That's us. That's what we do. And that's why we hit the record button, because that's what would happen when we were doing this every Tuesday anyway. The spectrum of things we spoke about just were all over.
It would
board.
be guys, I need to just chat with you for a few minutes about this inspection that I had. And then 4.5 hours later, we were talking about nail polish. It was.
And we were cracking up the whole time and being oh man, I so wish we were recording that. That's so funny.
And then we'd say, okay, I really have to get off I got to go start dinner. And then an hour later, we might finally be wrapping up.
No, I really have to go this time. And then something else would happen.
But
my house is on fire. I've got to run.
But, those were the days that got us through those long COVID pandemic stay-at-home days that never ended. True. So I will forever hold these Tuesdays that we've done for basically over a year now. We've not recorded them for over a year, but we've been doing it for over a year in my heart because...
Me too.
It was something on the calendar I could look forward to. Broke up the just blah.
Yeah. Agreed.
I love you. We are a year later, and Bridgette's complaining about the fried rice she never had and settled on Kraft macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna judge you on that a little bit.
So good.
It's totally
so good.
fine. It's okay that you're judging me because it is a ridiculous story, but it's exactly what happened.
I just feel like there's so little in those boxes these days. Remember when the box used to actually have more? Like, how many boxes do you have to cook for a family of 4?
We made 2.
And you guys were full?
I mean,
I feel like I could eat one.
I'm not
Right?
going to say that I was full. I definitely was like, do we have some like chips or something laying around this house? However, as I mentioned, I've gained 15 to 20 pounds in the last year. So need to rein it in anyway. I'm trying, kind of.
It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Actually stepped on the scale for the first time in a long time because I put on my bra today and I was like, spent a little
Because I
differently.
put on my bra today.
Well, I mean, I basically sleep in my bra. So like I was replacing a bra with a bra. And it just
Same.
felt a little snugger. And I was like, So I got out the scale and I was like, oh, that's an interesting number.
Oh no.
So it wasn't a happy number. So here I am. I'm going, how did 2 boxes fill you up? And you're like, yeah, that's probably what the proper serving size was. So
It's hard.
we'll work
It
on
is.
It's just, I mean, like last week when we were recording, it was snowing a foot or 2, right?
Mhm.
And now it's 80 degrees. So when the weather stays nice, maybe we can get out more and move our bodies.
I have been, I know we're just totally getting
I know. What is this even anymore?
This is just real life at
I
this
just
point.
had to tell you about my scale. Okay, I'm so sorry.
I'm so glad that you did. I'm so glad that you did.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
You were going to say something. You may as well finish the thought.
All right. I've been attempting to work out lately and trying to go running, which is new for me and not fun. And I've been just putting on a good audiobook or
Ooh.
music.
Mm-hmm.
That's my deal. I've also been doing like stretching and yoga and stuff like that. I've been doing that a little bit more than I used to.
So there's this walking exercise on YouTube. Have I told you guys about this?
No, but I'm
No.
interested.
You should be, because honestly, it's low impact, but you really,
Low
I mean,
impact.
it's a workout. Her name is, oh no, Leslie Sanzone. You can find her on YouTube. It's free.
Okay.
You'll know her because she wears bright pink tennis shoes.
Oh,
And it's just the silliest thing. Like
Style.
it's literally like, here, I'm going to do it for you.
Look at you go.
Ooh,
Oh,
we
that
get a
was
show.
like the TikTok on, like that was like a TikTok. Oh, look at those legs.
oh, you're in shorts.
Look at those legs.
Those are
Looking
cute.
good.
Okay, but you literally are just like walking.
Okay.
Walking,
All right.
walking. And then it's like, walk up here.
Okay.
Walk up here. Walk
All
back.
right.
And then it's like, do this.
I did it.
Okay, you can do this. It's so low impact. It doesn't hurt you. Like, I have bad knees. I'm just trying to sit back down. Get my life back. But it's a serious workout. And it's like, there's one that's 30 minutes. There's one that's 45 minutes. And you just do it in your living room. One time I was doing it in just like my bra and underwear because the kids had gone to bed.
Mhm.
And I was like, I didn't work out. Okay, I'm going to do it. And I had like work clothes on and I was standing in the living room and I was like, okay, we're going to do this. And Chris walked in and he was like, I don't even know what to say about what's happening right now.
He's like, I don't hate it.
Right. But like, what is
but
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I dig it.
You should try it. It's fun.
Have you heard of the Fitness Marshal on YouTube?
that just sounds scary.
It does sound intimidating, but it's not. He's a dance instructor. And so that's what he does on YouTube is these really fun dances. I did this all last year and I'm not even kidding you. I did it no less than 3-4 times a week, like during quarantine and then even after. And I had so much fun doing it and I would be drenched in sweat, which is gross. I know, TMI, but like I had so much fun doing it. It was so fun. I need to do that again.
You should. I told my sister-in-law that Aaron wanted Just Dance for the Switch for his birthday, so I could use it.
Oh, fun.
I mean, he wanted it too, but I truly, when she asked, I was like, I heard.
I heard
It's
this is
so
what
fun.
he wants.
It's so fun. Anyway, we gotta wrap this up.
Yeah.
We've gone off.
Yeah.
We typically do, but you know what?
Mhm.
It's okay. It's okay. So we want to say Happy Mother's Day to all
Yes, happy
you
Mother's Day.
amazing,
Yes.
precious mamas.
Mhm.
And we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day with whatever it looks like for you and your traditions.
Mhm.
Maybe it'll include some flowers, some
Just
more
do
yard
it.
art,
A Krispy Kreme donut.
some Taco Bell, some chocolate chip pancakes.
Just do it.
It's good. It's good. But we will see you next week with another fun topic. And I hope you have a great week, day, everything.
Just have a great life, okay?
Yes, exactly.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Bye, guys.
bye.
Bye.